Like,
Yeah.
it's so shocking to think that it's the Buddhists would be doing that to just human people who look like them as well. It's crazy, right?
Yeah, it's religion really that divides
Yeah.
people, you know. It's
Yeah.
not so much of their race, but
Yeah,
it's
but I
religion.
guess, so I guess I hear what you're saying.
You know.
So how sad, you know, like religion's supposed to be about love.
Yeah.
Like, but yet, totally.
But here it's about skin color because of the, you know, the slaves before. They have
Yeah.
blacks, so it's more rap than
Yeah.
religion. Atheist, huh?
Well, yeah, I mean,
You don't believe in some
no,
kind.
no, I'm just saying I was raised like that. I believe in God. I believe,
Oh, you believe in God?
Yeah. But,
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're not an atheist, really?
No.
No.
There's agnostic where you. I'm just saying I never learned anything from my parents. My parents are still atheists. It's more like.
Here, ma'am? Here? Where is it?
Oh, there it is. Nice.
Oh, you can go in? You have a... We can go back there? Do you want me to go back? Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, she was gonna exit.
Oh, you gonna go?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. I'm sorry. I thought, you know, I can go back there and drop you off. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Thanks. Bye, little boy. Wow, I didn't see that. It's open. I thought.
Sorry, I lost my stroller.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's in the back.
Oh my God. It's really, presence of mind is really, really important, you know?
What's important?
Presence of mind.
Yes, definitely. Presence, yeah.
Okay, let's go. William, who's William?
My boyfriend.
Oh.
I use his Uber.
Go in the center. I thought you're single.
No?
That's good, you know, if people need to be in a relationship
Yeah.
to, it's not good to be alone, you know.
Well, there's a difference between lonely and alone.
Uh-huh.
It's actually good to be independent and really get to know yourself and love yourself, and then have somebody be part of your life. But if you think that somebody else is going to complete you, you're never going to be happy. So the journey is to get happy on your own, and then have a companion on the journey, not a savior, but a companion. So that's where a lot of people struggle, because they think that a relationship is going to complete them. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Because nobody outside of you is responsible for your happiness. You are. And they're just another person,
Yeah.
right? So we project a lot. Yeah, so I used to think that there was someone for everyone and everybody needed to be coupled, but now I think it's a blessing that comes to your life. And if and when it does, you honor it, and if it doesn't, you live happily. You
alone.
are your own soulmate,
Yeah.
you know, and you get to know, because that's what God is. The divine is inside of us. It's within us. So you connect with the divine spirit within yourself.
Right. I wonder if they're students from another country.
The women here?
No, those.
Oh, I see.
Maybe they're from Israel. Or this.
Well, we are in an area where there's a lot of Hasidic Jews.
Oh, okay.
So,
What is this? Beverly Hills? What?
kind of. It's lower La Brea or yeah. So they have their own schools and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And how you can tell that the women are Hasidic is they actually wear wigs. They can't show their real hair.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Oh my God.
It's very similar to Islam actually, because the men kind of don't really. Yeah, the women are covered. They have wigs, so
Wigs?
the real hair is only at home. Yeah. So I don't know if the younger ones are, but yeah, definitely the married women. You never see their real hair. Like this is my real hair. I would have that under, and I would have some other wig. It could be similar to my hair, but you just can't see my real hair. It's not
Why?
for the
What is
world.
the reason?
I
for
have
that?
no idea. I don't know.
Huh.
So
Wow.
yeah, it's fascinating. So I don't know when. I don't know if it happens when they get married or if the younger women are like that. But then,
Wow.
yeah, these women are just young women. So I bet it's just that when you see women with babies, you'll see they always have wigs.
Oh.
I think it's maybe when you get married
Oh.
and then you don't show your hair anymore.
Yeah, it's like when I was in the East Coast, there was a community there who had all the women with some kind of uniform, but
Yeah.
the man can do.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, why?
So are you religious now, or like what are you?
I'm actually an atheist.
Oh, you are.
Yeah.
Okay. How did you become? So, but you were raised Catholic.
Yeah, I was really,
Isn't that funny?
really Catholic. When I came here, I was praying like 6 novenas every day. I was very religious, and I went to a Catholic social work organization. It's called the Catholic Worker.
Yeah.
They help the poor. So that's the way I was able to travel and stay for their communities in different states for a while.
Yeah.
Do the work, help the poor, feed them. So it was a journey too, on my part, to become an atheist. Yeah.
But your parents are still religious.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Catholic.
So what does it mean to you being an atheist? Like, does that mean you don't believe in God, like in a sky, or you don't believe in energy or love or universe? Like, what is
nothing like that.
So just basically, there's nothing outside of God.
Yeah.
So you die and it's just.
Yeah. No when you die, your consciousness dies with you. So.
Yeah.
And there's no. You cannot prove something, and let's say there's God because of this, but because of my experience. But you can't repeat those experiences to prove that it's true all the time. You know what I mean? So you say, there's God because I was helped. I was rescued from this and that. But how about those people that were less fortunate that was rescued? So, when you say God, you are trying to be biased about yourself, saying, well, I'm lucky because I believe in God, but those guys, no, they were not lucky. So that itself is some kind of an evil thinking.
Yeah, it's like separation. Right?
Yeah,
Any
separation.
kind of separation is not good. Yeah.
It's evil. It's an evil way to think like that.
Yeah.
Evil in the sense of that's bad.
Yeah. Well, for me, the word God is just a word. It's love. For me, it's love. Like the energy of love created us.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay. Yeah.
God is love, and I can understand all people. I can understand people I can understand. But, you know, whoever I can understand. Atheists I can understand. Because I think the journey is, as long as you get to a place of understanding that we're all one, it doesn't matter how you get there, then that's good. So that includes what you're saying. We are all one. There's no. Do you know what I mean? It's the concept of oneness.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, however you get there, wonderful. That's basically
Oneness,
the spiritual journey. Yeah. We're all like connected. We're not. It's not like this. That humans there and those they're different. And we're literally. So I think that when that happens to you inside, you become a better person. So you're seeing, because I've met atheists who are better people than religious people who claim to be, right? They're just kinder. They have an open heart and they're kind and they're generous and just naturally as a human being, not because somebody's telling them to do or you know. So it's like however you get to kindness in your heart, wonderful, you know.
Yeah.
So there are some beautiful Christian people who are very open-minded and love all, you know, accept and love all people, and there's some horrible, judgmental Christian people. And the same with Muslim people. There's some beautiful, So it's interesting. I would say as long as you're in the journey of heart and your heart is open.
Oh. You know, in Zen Buddhism. There is what we call retreats, we call 7-day retreats of meditation. Ideally it's silence, you know, 7-day, and I think they sit like, I don't know, 12 hours a day. Meditation. 12 or 14, can't remember that. But every time I do that, with the retreats, I feel like, you know, oneness with the world.
Exactly.
There's an inner peace.
Yeah.
But you know, then reality wakes me up that a lot of people are a-holes. You know. You have this assertion of your best self. You wanna prove love, and then what you receive are all negative
so
things.
What it is, so are you familiar with A Course in Miracles?
No.
Okay, so it's a spiritual book. It's not a religion or a dogma. It's basically a psychological spiritual practice. And I am a student of A Course in Miracles. I love it. It's a big blue book. So A Course in Miracles believes that only love is real. Everything else is an illusion. So the problem is not that we don't believe in love. The problem is that we don't believe in love only. So in that case that you're saying, if you believe in oneness and love, and then you see a person and they're being an asshole, you are seeing them not for their love self, but for their ego. You're not seeing them clearly. It's almost like, how would Jesus see them? He would just see them as love, even though they don't see themselves as that.
That's interesting.
So
You brought Jesus.
Well, because Jesus, there's Christ consciousness. It doesn't even have to be that story, but Christ consciousness is that's the, because people relate to that, whether it's through Christianity or just through Christ consciousness. They use that a lot in spirituality. So the Christ within, it means that you are all spirit and you don't have the ego. That's basically what Jesus represents. So, but humans are flawed. They have an ego, and that's their separation, right? So we train our minds.
So Jesus is perfect, huh?
The perfect man, because he was part God. He embraced, you know what I mean? Like he self-actualized himself as God, and that's what we're all trying to do. So he's basically a master, just like Buddha, just like anybody else.
Yeah, that's interesting because, the thing is that he was saying, the question about Christianity is
But I'm not
actually-
even talking about the Christo, because A Course in Miracles, it's a book that was channeled by Jesus, but just 50 years ago. So it's new knowledge. It's not the old. It's not the Old Testament Jesus.
Yeah.
It's more Buddhist, but with Christian terminology. It's fascinating.
Yeah.
So people use more like the Christ mind, not Jesus himself.
Yeah.
So it's a little more.
The transition.
Yeah. So you're basically, it's just basically a story to. It's a spiritual story to show our journey here on Earth. So that's all it is. So he's supposed to be like your big brother, a master of something that you want to master, which is your self-actualization. But there's many masters. There's Buddha. There's whoever is, it doesn't matter who your teacher is. So he's one teacher, yes. One spirituality teacher. But there are many. Traffic, right?
He should have gone straight and come back,
Yeah.
rather than holding up the whole.
So training yourself to see people, even though they're, you know what I mean? Like if somebody's struggling or they're not in a bed, you just want to kind of like send them love and bless them, because who knows what's going on for them. Maybe they're not in a good mood. Maybe they're, you don't take it on.
Yeah. Well, it's good if it's just one person, but if it's like the majority against you, then that's a different story,
Yeah.
Because one person you say, oh, this is Jesus now, but it's like a systematic. You're up against a system which is oppressive, and they're right and you're wrong. You know what I mean? So.
Or maybe you want to find more people that are more your tribe, if that's, you know what I mean?
No, that's the way the world functions. It's not like, oh, I want to have my own reality of love. No, that's not. The world functions in a power
But
play.
here's the thing, but the reason
Oppressive
why
thing.
the imbalance is because not enough people who are like us, who stand for love, are standing up. So that's what's happening. So right now we're all being called to stand in love, in light, in our hearts.
Oh, okay.
So that the energy can shift. Because we've been on the sidelines observing, letting the power go to people who are not coming from that place. So that's the imbalance.
Yeah. Oh, I was saying about Jesus.
Yes.
Is that it's very, very strange that the Jews, which is also very like a major religion.
Judaism,
Even in here in the
Possibly
States.
the oldest one, actually. That's the first religion.
Yeah. Won't accept Jesus as some kind of God or whatever, a perfect man or a savior, Messiah. And I think that was the reason why Hitler himself together with the Pope, they wanted to exterminate the Jews because of that.
Oh, really? I never thought of that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
Because
it's kind of crazy because Jesus was Jewish. It's kind of ridiculous.
because Jesus actually, if you really want to study about Jesus, he was up against Judaism, the clergy, the traditions. He wanted to change the whole thing to his own church, which was, that was the very reason why he was executed by the Jews. And he was not successful in doing that. He should have, if his words were true, he should have been successful in converting Judaism into his own church. But no, he wasn't. In fact, he said, I came here to save the lost, which he should have shown in the first place that the lost was the Judaism itself. Because he says, nobody goes out my eternal to the Father without me. I'm the way, the truth, and the life, and I'm the salvation. But in that way, he was actually a perfect example of hypocrisy. So he set up a model of hypocrisy that was
yeah.
institutionalized as with Christianity, you know, that they are different from the Jews, that they're different.
But the thing is, like, how do you know that the stories being told about Jesus are true? Because man wrote them. That's why I prefer thinking of it as Christ consciousness rather than something that who knows who wrote. Because
consciousness.
Because channeling happens. So that's why even this new book, A Course in Miracles. So the history of this book. 50 years ago, a woman who was a psychologist. Was hearing voices.
All right.
And the voice said.
Like Joan of Arc.
Yeah, I guess. So this is A Course in Miracles. Start taking notes. And she thought she was going crazy. So she told her colleague, I'm hearing voices. And he's like, well, what does the voices say? The voices say, this is A Course in Miracles. Start taking notes. And he goes, well, if I was you, I'd start taking notes.
Okay.
So she channeled this book. It's huge. It's insane. There's no way that a human being could. It's amazing. Like if you ever get a chance to look at it. It's a psychological study that moves you from fear thinking to love. It changes your first 6 months is it reprograms your mind and then it teaches you love. And it uses Christian terminology, and it's believed that it was channeled, that she channeled Jesus 50 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Like so a lot of people are attracted because to this new, new knowledge. Not new knowledge. It's the language is not like the language in the Bible, where you're going to be punished. It's more like I thought you should know if you're interested.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it is the voice of Jesus and whatever. So, but you don't have to. It's very.
Do you have experience like that yourself?
Well,
hearing voices and stuff?
Well, I've had experiences of channeling because I'm an artist. So I've channeled songs just came to me, right? So I channel writing. I haven't.
But not God telling you.
No, but you see, that is God because God is the divine. So I channeled the divine within me. Yes, I have not had experiences with Jesus. I've had friends who have. I have friends who are clairvoyant and they can, So I've had a friend who said, "Oh, Jesus has his hand on your shoulder." I don't know if because that's not my gift. I don't know if I can. It's not been my journey. So I've been open to the Jesus journey, but it never really resonated with me. It never really. But I don't judge it. I accept. Like I understand it.
Okay.
I have room for people believing in Jesus. I see it as a path, and that's okay. But for me personally, and I have healer friends who channel archangels, and also they also talk about it as Christ consciousness. So I remember this one healer channels Archangel Michael. Like literally, I've seen him do it. Like I don't know, like it just comes and he just channels the energy. So he said he tapped into the energy of Jesus Christ, and it's extremely powerful, and like, you know what I mean? So I think something exists in terms of whether it's, I don't know, because there's like movies made of like people that have gone to heaven or children and they were with Jesus and they speak so clearly. There's a little girl in Russia who is from 2 or 3 years old. She's gifted by doing paintings, and she's doing paintings of Jesus, and they're saying, where is this coming from? And she's like, oh, from heaven. She's like, you know what I mean? So she's so there's all this very interesting stuff, so I think we find out when we die, and that's okay, and it's a personal journey, this spiritual journey. So I think in A Course in Miracles it says everybody's on a spiritual journey whether they know it or not,
right?
And that's okay, so.
Oh, I have experience like that before. Yeah, it was very, very clear. But managed to write some of the conversation with God, but not all, because after the conversation, you want to recollect what went on,
Yes,
what was the
yes,
questions and answers. I was asking him questions. I was asking the
Yes.
voice questions, which for me was God. But after writing, it seems that it's not anymore that exact,
Yeah.
But it was very clear. The voices were very clear. I was in a church.
Well, have you heard of the books called Conversations with God?
No.
Neil Donald Walsh? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he had that experience and they're amazing.
Oh, yeah?
Like 3 volumes, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I would recommend them. They're great.
Yeah.
Yeah, movies been made about him because he was homeless
He was homeless.
for a little while, and then God started speaking to him. Well, he lost his job and all this stuff,
Uh huh.
and then he completely started listening to this voice, started channeling his books.
Oh really?
So that's what I'm saying. So
Wow.
as human beings
What's the
today,
name?
Conversations with God.
Mm.
Neil Donald Walsh.
Conversations with God.
Yeah. Neil Donald Walsh. Yeah, it's amazing. It's powerful.
Wow. Yeah, I was. I'm gonna.
Well, there's so much new knowledge that's being channeled, which is there's a guy named Eckhart Tolle
Mm-hmm.
who is a spiritual author and leader now, and he wrote a book called The Power of Now.
The power of now.
Yeah, so he
Yeah, I
had
think I
so
heard
he
of
had
that.
an awakening. So
Uh
his teachings are very Buddhist, and it's all about the present moment
huh. Okay.
and God. And so he was about to commit suicide at 29, and then something he had an awakening. So he calls it an awakening.
Uh huh.
So and ever since then he's been channeling his books, sharing his knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the power of now.
Power of now. Yeah. It's nice, mysticism is a very nice.
Yes.
That's why I joined the Catholic Quaker movement and also the Zen Buddhism, because I like to do that path.
Nice.
But I came into a conclusion that it's not really the truth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's sad because I have to break up with a lot of my friends and even
really?
and Facebook. I have to be some kind of a crusader to wake them up from because I can see that it's a plain lie, and if I don't say anything or argue with them,
Which ones are you talking about? Your Christian friends? Or
yeah, Christian friends, and argue with them.
But you know what? I know it's hard though because
It's like you're condoning lies, and you know that it's not true, but then you condone it just because of the sake of friendship, which is actually wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have another friend like that. But I just don't know. Do you think that it's your job or your place? Because isn't it just about your personal journey? And if they want to believe that, let them.
No, because they're believing in some wrong things, which are actually evil and divides people. They're actually sustaining an illusion, which is evil in itself. The root cause of it. I grew up in my alumnus was a Jesuit school, so very much most of my friends there, my contemporaries, my schoolmates and batchmates are very, very religious in a very Catholic country too. That's when we started breaking off with each other because of that. But I have to do it because what's life for if you don't expose the the lies that you have discovered in life, you know, then
Yes.
your life would be meaningless.
Yes.
And you just condone them just for the sake of friendship. They say, well, which is which? Would you rather be miserable but right, or happy but wrong? That's the main question. I mean, I'd rather be right and miserable than be happy and wrong. Because at least I know that I'm right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sad. And there was this lady too I picked up. She came from Canada too. I don't know if you know her. She's into television, and she even invited me to eat dinner before dropping her. And I think she was in the Ritz. I dropped her at the Ritz. So, but her mission was to spread the word of God through television, you know. And boy, we had a
Oh, yeah?
That was her main goal, to go over here and be in the television and do missionary work with Christians. So it's sad because I wanted to connect with her, like, yes, but I had to tell her that that's not right.
And how did she respond?
She was not very happy, of course, you know.
Yeah.
Truth is not a very pleasant. My belief is that truth actually repels people, and lies actually attracts people. The very proof is the politicians.
Yeah.
They all tell lies, and people believe them.
Yeah.
But like, for instance, Bernie Sanders, I think he tells some kind of truth there.
Yeah.
But you know, it's not gonna work because most people wanted lies.
Yeah.
So they elect the best liar of them all. That's the perfect proof there, as I see it. Like priests, pastors, like Joel Osteen, they are mostly into the illusions and delusions of religion.
Yeah.
But it's just a sad thing.
Are you married or do you have children?
No, I'm single actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't have any relationship like that.